when it just makes sense. It's your red-pilled brown girl searching for the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. When it just makes sense. It's your red-pilled brown girl. Get into the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl.
It's your red-pilled brown girl.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Crystal. It's your red-pilled brown girl. Good morning. It is Tuesday. You know, I'm trying to have a good, attitude about, this Tuesday and this day. Hey, Blank Red, how are you? I am trying to have a good, attitude about what's going on in our country. But I am, really sad. I don't know if you guys feel it. I am just feeling the climate in our country just go completely down. It's kind of like, you grew up in a country that you just thought was the best, there's nothing that can touch us. There's certain kind of common beliefs that we have in, common beliefs that we have together, certain things we have in common. And, everybody just kind of knew, you just know that these are the things that, you can kind of do. Certain things you just don't do, even though you probably could. I remember growing up like that. Also, I remember when President George Bush was leaving office. So this was before Barack Obama was inaugurated. And you remember, George Bush was one of those presidents that, on the fence, depending on what you thought he was a good president, whether whatever, he was responsible for 9/11, that sort of thing. At the time, I was voting Democrat, so I didn't know very much about George Bush's platform because, as in most black communities, you vote Democrat. That's what you do. You're black, you vote Democrat. And so I remember when George Bush was leaving office and they booed him. I remember he was going out on the runway, to go get on his plane, and they were booing him. Now, mind you, I'm a Democrat, and I felt so angry about that because I was like, hold on, wait, we're Americans. You just don't do that. You don't boo a president. I don't care if you don't like him. You just don't boo him. You boo characters or you boo, I don't care if you boo me, right? But a president, the most important job in the world. This is something that, is not an easy job. You just don't boo after he served 8 years. And that's how I'm kind of feeling right now. I'm so angry because of how people are treating President Donald Trump. Now, mind you, everybody knows my stance on President Trump. I love President Trump. Okay, so I was born in the 50s and I grew up in the 60s. I was libertarian then, and I haven't changed my opinion, but now it seems I'm conservative. Absolutely. And I mean, I guess the older you get or the more sensible you get more conservative because these people, even though what considers the middle, it's just a little crazy. It's just a little crazy. So I love President Donald Trump. And so there's no question about where I stand right there. But what I will say is the disrespect that has come toward this man is just very angering. I would say angering. Why do you feel like it is okay for you to disrespect and to treat poorly the man who has served this country in the most important capacity. It's just it's just indicative of where we have gone as a country. Respect, reverence, all those things have completely gone out the window. And the fact that it's okay to do that is like, oh, he's just President Trump. He's a liar. He's this, he's that. And none of us thought that before. Before he ran for office, before he became a Republican nominee, nobody thought he was a liar. Everybody thought he was a great businessman. Everybody knew he was pretty tough from The Apprentice. Everybody knew he was a little slick. But nobody thought he was a liar the way they're pegging him. Nobody thought that he was evil. And everybody just thought he was a businessman. And the fact that he was our president for 4 years, and I'm sorry, you guys, he did a good job. He did a good job as president. And people are still like hating on this man and saying, oh my God, he's this, he's that. It's just so, it's so, I don't even have the words to describe how terrible this is. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the trial go down. And so I wanted to take a minute and let you guys know just my opinion of what's going on. It is so frustrating as an American to watch. President Trump, he was so beautiful in the way he presented it. He said, I am honored to be going through this. And I think it's just a testament to what his personality is. He's like, if anybody has to go through it, pick me. I'm prepared. Now, I don't see how this ever got this bad, you guys. I don't know where this came from. But it really pisses me off because the blacks, and I'm going to say it because I have to say it, you guys, the blacks, they have made it their problem to not fix the schools. Nope. To not help with the homeless population, which is largely impacted the black, not tackle the drugs, but to get Trump. That's the goal of the blacks in leadership. Get Trump. It's not going to pay a single one of our bills. It's not going to make anything better in life for the blacks. But Alvin Bragg, first of all, Letitia James is just a disaster. Like she pissed me off with that whole sort of thing. And then Alvin Bragg, who ran on the promise, like, oh, I'm going to get Trump. I'm going to get Trump. I'm going to get Trump. I'm going to get him. And sir, after you get him, what? That's what my question. Is anybody asking him? Black folks, is anybody saying, oh, Alvin, after you get Trump, then what? Then what do we get? Nothing is the answer. Nothing. We get nothing. We get to say that we put a former president in prison or convicted him of a felony for something so stupid and so foolish. Let's break down what he is accused of. He is accused of what would technically be a misdemeanor. He did not document. Okay, so he did not document his alleged hush money payments for a lover so his wife wouldn't find out. Now, this alleged affair happened in 2006. I think he was only married to Melania for 1 year. And he apparently had an affair with a porn star, sex worker, whatever she is, Stormy Daniels, right? Okay. He was nowhere near the White House at the time. He was nowhere near, he was just a private citizen in 2006, right? Imperfect as he is, he was not in the White House. Let me do a plug for Bill Clinton, okay? Stormy Daniels wasn't an intern, Monica Lewinsky. Stormy Daniels wasn't a person working in the White House. He was a private citizen, and let's say he did. Let's just, for sake of argument, he had an affair with this person, right? This had nothing to do with him being a civil servant. Right now, at this point, he is just a businessman that got caught up. If what happened, right? So he was married to Melania. It won't be the first time. Like, it won't be the first time in history that powerful men have found themselves in compromising positions. I do not think that it's right. I don't think that it's good at all. But y'all, don't be acting like you don't know it don't happen. Come on. Like, let's keep it funky. Act like you don't know it don't happen. Okay. So, this happened in 2006. So, apparently, Michael Cohen, who was working for Donald Trump at the time, or Donald Trump's campaign, allegedly paid her hush money. So apparently she was going to talk, right? Or maybe she was talking to somebody. She was getting ready to get paid. And so in order to keep her silent, they paid her $130,000. Well, I could have told them that if somebody's going to talk, $130,000 ain't going to make them not talk. This person is unethical. She wants money, and she was going to talk anyway, right? So Michael Cohen says that he paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 in order to keep quiet. Now, this is all alleged, guys. This is all alleged. We don't even know if this stuff actually happened. But let's say, for the sake of argument, it happened. So Michael Cohen is like working for the Trump campaign or working for Trump. And he says, okay, I'll pay the $130,000 so it doesn't come underneath your situation, and then Trump will reimburse him for the payment to Stormy Daniels. Okay, fine. So far, sounds like regular business, right? Sounds like regular business. Alvin Bragg is saying that this, so mind you, the affair happened in 2006. Trump ran for president in 2016. He said that this alleged payment was not documented correctly as a hush money payment. Who would put, raise your hand. Who would, if they were going through the situation, would say, hush money payment to my prostitute, hush money payment to save my marriage? Who would put that in? Nobody. First of all, it's probably really embarrassing. If this is the case, this happened 10 years ago. I can imagine that 10 years ago, he just wants to get it over with. Like, just done. Like, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. If $130,000 is going to make it go away, then let's make it go away, because I don't want to deal with it. I have more important things to do, like win the presidency. Right? So Alvin Bragg then brings these charges to say he did not document exactly what it was. Okay, fine. That would mean a documentation charge is a 2-year. It has a 2-year. What do you call the word? A 2-year. Oh man, I'm looking for the word. But yes. There only has a 2-year window that he can charge that. Well, if this happened in 2016, that 2-year window is gone, right? In order for them to continue to charge him, he had to up it up to a felony. A felony, you guys? Like, are we taking these court systems as a joke? A felony? A felony. So how do you take it up to a felony? Well, you add that the misappropriation or the spelling out what the payment was for, you add another crime to it. Well, what's the crime that they added to it? They said that he was trying to do it to win the election. first of all, that was not gonna, especially not with the ethics of these people now these days. Like maybe it would have made him soar in the elections the way it did with Bill Clinton, because like people are unethical now. So her coming up as a porn star is not gonna help him win the election. I mean, her not coming out as a porn star is not gonna help him win the election. At that point in time, it was just like, what do you expect from this man, right? He has a wife. He has a small child. He just doesn't want to talk about something that happened 10 years ago, if it even happened. He doesn't want to talk about it. So they are trying to say that because it was he was trying to get rid of it to win the election, that makes it a felony. Well, the statute says that there cannot be any other reason that he would pay the hush money or violate this crime or campaign violation. Well, the other reason is so he can keep his family together. So he could spare his wife the details of something that probably they worked through. It's probably very painful. I can only imagine going through infidelity in a marriage and you have a small child. It was probably very, very painful. And maybe they worked through it, and here we are 10 years later, and I'm trying to move on with my life, and here you go. Coming up. I'll pay the $132. I'd pay it just to make it go away. I don't want to deal with it. Right? So the fact that people are acting like Trump is somehow a different man, or like he's just a human being. And if y'all had, some of y'all will make y'all problems go away if you had $130,000 as well. I don't get it. Anyway, to make it a felony, you guys, though, is just honestly one of the most disgusting things that I've seen our court system do. A felony? You mean to tell me we got people getting shot on the streets? I live in Baltimore. We got people getting pushed in the train stations, on the turnstiles. We got people, like illegal aliens coming across our border and killing people. You're going to make our former president sit in a courtroom for something that it's a ridiculous, notion that this is a crime, a felony. This is political persecution, and it's disgusting. And the people who are cheering it on, when you dig one grave, you better dig two, because the grave you dig just might be for you. If you think that this would not come around and bite you in the behind, then you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. All because you don't like the man. You don't like him. Well, newsflash, that's why the Constitution was created. That's why we have laws. So this type of stuff doesn't happen to people just because we don't like them. We don't like them. So we're going to persecute them politically. It's not right. It's not right at all. And then Stormy Daniels, she is all over the news. Let me tell you something. She is queen for the year, okay? She probably never got this much attention. She looks like white trash. I'm sorry. She looks like trash. She's probably never got this much attention, this much adoration. I don't know what she think is going to happen to her after they have completely used and abused her. They're going to throw her to ex-Monica Lewinsky, how it worked out for her. Ex-Monica Lewinsky. They're going to use and abuse her, drag her all through this courtroom. Trump is still going to be happy with his life and happy with his wife, and she's still going to be lonely and used up and washed up. There comes a time in a woman's life, even in a man's life, probably a woman earlier than a man, where you would like to forget all of the gory details of the mistakes that you made. Like you just would, the fact that she's allowing them to use her. She's on The View, and The View ladies are just, they're just gush all over her. Like the View ladies are like, oh, so tell us about your experience. Tell me how it happened. Oh my God. These people would not talk to her on her best day. They would never have anything to do with it. But the mere fact that she's talking against Trump, she is queen for the year. And the fact that she can't recognize that. I mean, like, Stormy, walk it off, sis. This happened to you. You got paid $130,000 to be quiet about whatever affair happened with this married, powerful man that was consensual to the both of you guys. You probably got paid when you were doing it. Then you got paid to be quiet. And now they're trying to pay you to snitch. How do you sleep at night? It's weird. Like, what is your family thinking? Oh, let's just talk about our sister or our family member, Stormy, who, had sex for money. And, like, it comes a time in your life where you just want to forget it. Like Donald Trump, even if it happened. Can we move on? Can we not talk about this? It's a very painful time. I'm not proud of it. Let me move on. But no, you allow yourself to be used and abused. And if you think that these people are going to have anything to do with you afterwards, sis, I'm sad for you. I'm sad for you. Because they're not. They're not. They're going to use you. They're going to abuse you. They're going to talk all kinds of junk about Trump. And then once they've done it, it's done. You're a nobody. You go back to being a nothing. You go back to being a nobody. Same thing with Alvin Bragg. Like, dude, brother man, they're using you. Nobody is above the law. You should be in jail for what you're doing to this man. You are using New York tax-paying dollars to fight a phony, fraudulent court case. Taxpayer dollars that can be used for schools, that could be used for roads, that could be used for the police force that y'all have completely run out of New York City. You're using it to prosecute a man just because you don't like him. And then what do you think is going to happen after this, Mr. Bragg? You're going to go back to being a nobody, a loser. And Trump is going to get on his jet. He's going to go back to his family, his grandkids, his daughters, and his sons, and his family that loves him. And you'll just be used, a used piece of trash, and they'll do it just like that. And I'm so sad for these people. I really am so sad for these people. They are going after a man that is completely unbothered. He's annoyed. Of course, I'm sure he's annoyed. But he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Oh, well, he's not as rich as you say. He's not as rich as you say, Crystal. Oh, okay. When's the last time you've been on a jet? Huh? When's the last time? You haven't been on a jet lately, have you? He's a billionaire. What are you going to do to him? Tell him he can't go to Hawaii for the summer? What are you going to do? I think that they have the best situation because Trump is unbothered. He can fight this fight, you guys. Every other person has either pled guilty. They have gone after these people who have supported him, who have helped him, and they crushing these people, destroying their lives. And Trump is over 70. You're not going to be able to face him that easily. And I'm so grateful. I really, really am grateful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really grateful that they're not able to just make him bow. That's pretty dope. And I'm pretty sure his family will continue to respect him. You don't have no choice but to respect somebody like that. Anyway, like, you guys, I really, really want to continue this conversation. I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be bringing you guys the news for it. But in the meantime, I am having a course, you guys, a community. It's not even a course. It's a community of political talk. Like, we have to start talking about these things and getting loud about it. The thing that will not go away is abortion. I tell you all the time, it's like, oh, God, we got to talk about abortion again. Yes, we have to talk about it at Talk Politics, you guys. Go to www.redpilledbrown.com/talk politics. Let me put it in the chat. Red pilled. /talk politics. Okay. Y'all, we got to continue. We got to talk about this stuff because we have got to get on board with each other, how we're going to answer these questions. They are making this abortion thing it's going to control the election. And I refuse to allow it to be like, no, you guys are not getting ready to control this conversation. They are lying so hard. And as President Trump has said, they are the extreme ones on this position. They want to be able to abort a baby at the time of birth. Like, literally, a baby is sitting there jumping in your body, and it's a woman's decision. It's a woman's right to choose. To choose what? To choose who you slept with? Yeah, you can choose who you slept with. You could choose to use birth control. You cannot choose to kill your 5-month-old baby in your womb. I'm sorry. They can feel pain, you guys. There is a video of the abortions and the baby running away, trying to get away from the thing that's trying to suck them out, limb from limb. And we're allowing that? You guys, we can't. And conservatives, we have got to get on script. I do not want to hear another conservative say, oh, well, it's between her and her doctor. That's like saying if I choose to kill my husband, oh, it's between their marriage. Y'all get in between stuff all the time. Y'all get in between all the time. Oh, well, that, if her and her husband decide to fight and he busts her head wide open, that's between them. That's what y'all are saying. No, you have to protect that baby that is in that womb. Period. There's no other questions. No other questions. And we need to say it, and we need to be proud of it. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to have politic talk. We're going to have Talk Politics on Thursday. It's horrific. Exactly. It is horrific. So on Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to be talking about it, you guys. Republicans, we've got to get on script how we're going to answer these questions. And we got to be proud about it. No, it's not between you and your maybe when you don't know. Maybe when you don't know, if you don't know and you find out and it's early enough and everybody don't know, but you are not allowed to kill a 5-month-old that is jumping around in your belly. No, absolutely not. Sorry. Can't do it. Not allowed to. I don't care. Somebody's got to protect that baby. And we got to talk about it, and we got to be loud about it, and we can't care. Can't care at all. No. So anyway, Talk Politics. Go register. Send me your email address. If you have to message me and send me your email address, I will send you the link so we can talk about this. I'm going to have a special guest on there. Super excited. And you guys, I'll announce the guest later. But let's get on script so we are competent and confident about what we're saying, because we can win this abortion argument. If we sell it correctly, we can win this abortion argument, okay? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. It's a short day today. I really just wanted to cover the trial. I'll come back with more details. This is really, really disgusting. But anyway, I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. And until next time, peace.
When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl. searching for the truth. It's your red pill, brown girl. Oh, when it just makes sense. Oh, it's your red pill, brown girl. And get into the truth. It's your red pill,